Hello, dear viewers, and welcome back to our channel where we delve into the fascinating world of the British royal family, bringing you the latest insights and updates. Today, we're turning our attention to a matter that continues to generate considerable discussion and, frankly, significant expense: the living arrangements and lifestyle of His Royal Highness, Prince Andrew, the Duke of York. This particular story has once again propelled Prince Andrew into the headlines, focusing on a rather stark comparison being drawn between his personal expenditure, specifically concerning his residence, and that of the younger generation of royals, namely the future King and Queen Consort, Prince William and Catherine, the Princess of Wales. It's a comparison that highlights not just differing tastes in property, but potentially reveals underlying tensions and financial pressures within the heart of the monarchy itself. Before we embark on this detailed exploration, if you appreciate our coverage of the royal family and wish to stay informed on all the unfolding events, please do take a moment to show your support. Liking this video helps us reach more viewers who share your interest, and subscribing ensures you won't miss any of our future uploads. Your engagement truly makes a difference. Now, let's get into the heart of this matter. The focal point of the recent headlines is Prince Andrew's long-standing home, the expansive Royal Lodge situated within Windsor Great Park. According to reports stemming from insights shared with GB News, a property expert named Robin Edwards has cast a revealing light on the costs associated with maintaining this substantial property. And the comparison he draws is quite striking. Mr. Edwards has claimed quite unequivocally that the Duke of York's current residence, Royal Lodge, incurs significantly higher maintenance costs than Adelaide Cottage, the more modest home favored by Prince William and Catherine, the Prince and Princess of Wales. While both properties hold royal connections and are situated within the wider Windsor estate, their scale and the associated financial burdens appear to be vastly different. This financial disparity isn't merely an observation. It's reportedly the root of a rather significant domestic tension within the royal family. It is understood that His Majesty King Charles III, Prince Andrew's elder brother and the reigning monarch, has expressed a desire for the Duke of York to relocate from the gargantuan mansion. The primary reason cited for this request is the considerable difficulty and strain that the upkeep of Royal Lodge places upon the royal finances. Maintaining such a vast estate is an incredibly costly undertaking, and in a time when the monarchy's funding and expenditures are under increasing public scrutiny, reducing unnecessary costs is a logical step from the king's perspective. However, despite the king's reported wishes and the clear financial rationale behind them, Prince Andrew has, thus far, remained steadfast in his refusal to vacate Royal Lodge. This refusal to move out of the property he has called home for many years is a key element of the ongoing story and adds a layer of personal drama to the financial considerations. The property expert Robin Edwards elaborated further on why Royal Lodge is such an expensive property to maintain, particularly when stacked up against other royal residences like Adelaide Cottage or even Frogmore Cottage, which was previously the UK base for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Mr. Edwards explained that Royal Lodge is significantly more expensive than properties like Frogmore Cottage and Adelaide Cottage due to a critical factor: security. He highlighted that unlike Frogmore Cottage and Adelaide Cottage, Royal Lodge does not fall within the primary, inner security cordon of Windsor Castle. This seemingly technical detail has substantial financial consequences. Because Royal Lodge is situated outside this core, highly secure zone, the security arrangements and the associated bill for the property are significantly more expensive. Essentially, providing adequate protection for a large, isolated property outside the main castle perimeter requires a more extensive and costly security operation compared to residences nestled more closely within the castle's established security infrastructure. To underscore the reasons behind the Duke of York's expensive lifestyle, or at least the expensive nature of his primary residence, Robin Edwards provided a detailed description of the sheer scale and structure of the Royal Lodge estate. This isn't just a large house, it's a complex of buildings and extensive grounds. According to the expert, the estate comprises the principal residence, a substantial main house boasting a remarkable 30 rooms. But the property's footprint extends far beyond this central building. The Royal Lodge estate also includes several other structures necessary for the functioning and security of such a large property. These include a gardener's cottage, a chapel lodge, and 6 additional lodge cottages which likely house staff or offer ancillary accommodation. Crucially, given the security demands, there is also dedicated police security accommodation on site. All of this is set within and requires maintenance across a sprawling 21 acres of gardens and parkland. Envisioning the sheer size and complexity of this property makes it easier to understand why the costs associated with its upkeep, from utilities and maintenance to staffing, and, as highlighted, security, would be astronomical, certainly dwarfing those of a smaller residence like Adelaide Cottage. It is crucial to view this situation not just through a financial lens, but also within the broader context of Prince Andrew's standing within the royal family and his relationships, particularly with the heir to the throne, Prince William. It is widely known and important to note that Prince Andrew is already not in the good graces of the Prince of Wales. This strained relationship stems directly from Prince Andrew's involvement in significant and damaging controversies over recent years. Controversies that have, regrettably, brought considerable shame and reputational damage to the royal family as an institution. These past issues have created a deep rift and have led to Prince Andrew being effectively sidelined from official royal duties and public life. His association with convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein and the subsequent fallout have made his position within the working royal family untenable in the eyes of many, including, it seems, the future king. Adding weight to this perspective, earlier this year, royal expert Hilary Fordwich shared her insights on Prince Andrew's future within the royal fold during an interview with Fox News Digital. Her assessment was stark and unvarnished. She stated with clear conviction that Andrew's future within the royal family is beyond bleak. This is a powerful phrase suggesting that his prospects for any form of return to public life or a meaningful role within the core family unit are virtually non-existent. Miss Fordwich further elaborated on why she holds such a pessimistic view regarding Prince Andrew's future. She pinpointed Prince William's firm stance on the matter as the deciding factor. She explained that Prince William is firmly opposed to any public rehabilitation for his uncle. This opposition from the Prince of Wales is critically important because, as the heir, his views carry immense weight regarding the future direction and composition of the monarchy. Her analysis didn't stop there. Miss Fordwich went on to predict the long-term consequences of William's position once he ascends the throne. She added that, once king, no doubt, Prince William will ensure Andrew is completely excluded from royal life, as well as all public appearances. This is a powerful prediction, suggesting a deliberate policy of exclusion from the very top once William is in a position of ultimate authority within the institution. Completely excluded leaves little room for interpretation. It implies a permanent severance from any official capacity or public representation of the crown. Connecting these two threads, the financial burden of Royal Lodge and the strained relationship with Prince William, one can see how Prince Andrew's refusal to move might exacerbate existing tensions. If King Charles is requesting the move primarily on financial grounds to alleviate pressure on the monarchy's resources, and Prince Andrew is resisting, it could be perceived not just as personal preference, but as a disregard for the financial health and public image that the king and the future King William are trying to protect. The optics of Prince Andrew residing in a vast, expensive property requiring significant security costs, paid for ultimately by public funds, via the sovereign grant and potentially other sources, while having no active royal role and being estranged from key family members, are undoubtedly challenging for the monarchy. It presents a picture of privilege maintained at great expense, without the accompanying duty or public service that typically justifies such arrangements for senior working royals. The king's reported desire for Andrew to move could also be seen as an attempt to align the duke's living situation more closely with his current status as a non-working royal. A smaller property, perhaps closer to the heart of the Windsor security cordon like Adelaide Cottage or similar, would logically incur lower costs and might be seen as a more appropriate arrangement given his circumstances. Prince Andrew's refusal, however, indicates a reluctance to give up the trappings of his former life, perhaps clinging to the status and comfort that Royal Lodge represents. This resistance, coupled with Prince William's unwavering stance against any form of rehabilitation, paints a rather stark picture for the Duke's future within the family dynamic and the institution. It suggests a potential standoff, with the king seeking fiscal responsibility and the heir seeking a clear delineation between working and non-working royals, particularly those who have caused controversy, while Andrew appears determined to maintain his current living arrangements. The situation at Royal Lodge, therefore, is far more than just a property dispute. It is a microcosm of the challenges facing the modern monarchy: balancing tradition with financial realities, managing family relationships under intense public scrutiny, and navigating the consequences of past actions on the institution's future. The comparison drawn by property expert Robin Edwards between the costs of Royal Lodge and Adelaide Cottage serves as a tangible illustration of these broader issues. It highlights the significant financial commitment required by Prince Andrew's current residence, a commitment that the king reportedly finds difficult to justify, especially in light of the Duke's diminished role. Furthermore, Hilary Fordwich's comments underscore the long-term implications of this situation. With Prince William seemingly set on ensuring Prince Andrew's complete exclusion from royal life once he becomes king, the possibility of Andrew ever returning to a publicly funded role, or even maintaining such a high-cost lifestyle at the monarchy's expense, appears increasingly remote. The future king's perspective is paramount, and his reported opposition signals a clear direction for the monarchy's future structure and personnel. In conclusion, the recent focus on Prince Andrew's residence, Royal Lodge, and its considerable costs, particularly when contrasted with the more modest Adelaide Cottage used by Prince William and Catherine, brings to the forefront significant financial and personal dynamics within the royal family. Property expert Robin Edwards' detailed breakdown highlights the expensive reality of maintaining such a large estate outside the main security perimeter. This financial burden is reportedly the driving force behind King Charles III's desire for Prince Andrew to move, a request the Duke has, thus far, resisted. Adding to this complex picture is the already strained relationship between Prince Andrew and his nephew, Prince William, exacerbated by past controversies. Royal expert Hilary Fordwich's analysis paints a bleak picture for Andrew's future role, asserting that Prince William is firmly against any rehabilitation and will ensure his complete exclusion from royal life once he is king. This confluence of factors, the high cost of Royal Lodge, the king's financial concerns, Andrew's refusal to move, and William's strong opposition to his uncle's return to public life, creates a challenging situation for the royal family. It raises questions about the future use of royal properties, the financial responsibilities of non-working royals, and the lasting impact of past controversies on the institution's image and structure. What are your thoughts on this unfolding situation? Do you believe Prince Andrew should move from Royal Lodge to alleviate the financial burden? How do you see Prince William's reported stance shaping the future of the monarchy? Please share your opinions in the comments section below. We always value your perspective. Thank you for joining us for this deep dive into the latest developments concerning Prince Andrew and the royal family. Don't forget to like this video if you found it informative, subscribe to our channel for more royal news and analysis, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next update. Until then, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.